you know what, man? It's peak, you know, man. Like when you think about it, like the success of the league now, so the success of the cup run, you know, I mean, you've done that. You're thinking to yourself, you're on this positive, like, you know, everyone's spirited, the crowd is buzzing. Your first trophy, 70 years, and then it feels like it's, you know, I'm not saying it doesn't feel like nothing now, but you feel very, very down in it, and it should have been progression. It should have been progression, bro.
It feels like a bit of either a standstill or a little bit of a backward step. That's kind of how it feels right now. It's like we should be exactly what you said, Said. We should be kicking on. We should be kicking on, bringing players through the door. There may be reasons why those players haven't come through the door this summer that we wanted, but we should have had players through the door and be kicking on right now. Now, the one thing I'll caveat that with is that like, we're not talking with 2-3 days to go in this window. We've got 4-5 weeks, 6 weeks maybe left of this window. I think it's the 3rd of September the window closes.
Yeah.
There's still time. Newcastle United will do one thing that we don't normally do. We will go right to the deadline to be signing players. So there's still time for us to salvage this summer. But for me, the big thing right now is who the replacement's going to be inside. I know you'll have a invested interest in that from a Newcastle perspective and a Man United perspective. Who the replacement's going to be and how quickly we can get them in to move Isak on. That's where I am right now.
Yeah,
you know what this shows? This shows that winning a trophy, having the Saudi money, getting all that oil into you won't do you a thing. Playing Champions League football, it won't do you a thing. Because Newcastle are just Newcastle. First trophy in 70 years, that's a reminder. You're not a big club. You're not. I'm sorry. I just need to go out there and say it. Because I
don't believe that. I don't believe that.
And the reason I'm saying
let's not
no, wait. Just without the Isak stuff, without the Isak stuff, you've been rejected by Simmons. You agreed terms with
rejected by Simmons.
Yeah.
We didn't go in for him.
Yeah, you didn't bid for him. You guys were in for him over a month ago.
We never bid for him.
If you look at the Florian Plettenberg tweets from over a month ago, because I've been looking at this player and this deal for a long time. Newcastle and Tottenham were heavily in for him prior to the Chelsea stuff. He turned down a move to Newcastle because you guys weren't at the required level. Then we've seen James Trafford. You agreed personal terms. You've been in for this guy since God knows how long, probably since January or so.
I agree with.
Long. Personal terms were agreed. And you're letting a player, just like Spurs, we look like idiots as well at the moment, but you let a player sit around, go, oh yeah, we've got personal terms agreed, but I'm just not going to trigger the deal. To let Man City come in and then just take him away from you. And then you've been rejected by the likes of Mbomo, rejected by Cunha, and now obviously this is not a rejection, we can't get a deal done for him. It's like Newcastle, as the window goes on, just more and more are starting to get shown up to be, like you say, a small club. You're being shown to be, you're being big boyed by everyone. Now I'm seeing links for Tino Livramento to Man City, and it's like, oh, you're going to get big boyed again. They're going to come in and be like, Livro, come over here, come and see the good life. It's because Newcastle just can't offer what the other clubs can. And until you guys fix the balance sheets, until you fix the PSR issues, you are never going to be able to compete with the likes of us. And I'm saying us because we are at that table.
Oh, no.
We sit at that table.
I'm sorry, George. Wait, let me finish. You are not in that bracket. You are not in that bracket. Whatever you want. Hold on. You spoke, George. Let me speak on this.
Let me finish. I'll let you finish.
All right, go on.
You finished your point, bro.
And the reason I say us is because Spurs sit at this table. Whether you like it or not, Saeed.
No, they don't.
And you, Pete. But the revenue streams, we make more money revenue.
And there's the point. And there's the point.
And the reason why that's relevant is because the amount of money you make is the amount of money that you can spend, the amount of money that you can invest into your club. It's a relevant point.
So you're making your point on the money that you generate, not because you do the business on the pitch. If you look at the business on the pitch, George, we've done equal to you, and we had 15 years of Mike Ashley that was absolutely decimating the club. And in that same bracket of time, we've done what you've done. We've won the same amount of trophies. We've played Champions League.
No, you haven't. In 70 years, you've won one trophy. In 70 years, we've won about 20.
I'm talking about in the last what, 15, 16, 17 years.
but
In the Mike Ashley era, in the Mike Ashley era,
Your era, man.
up until now, we've done just as much as you. And if you want to go beyond that, before the Mike Ashley era, we were little broing you. We were little broing you before Mike Ashley, because we were the Champions League team. We were regularly in Europe, and you were sitting mid-table.
You never won a trophy in that time.
Talk the big talk. If you want to talk about you winning trophies in 17 years, you're then going back to what? The early 90s, the 80s, and whatever, and that's fine. You can talk about times when we were babies and not even grown. I'm talking about in the last 20 years, right? What have you done that we haven't done? What have you done that we haven't done?
All right, this is what we've done that you haven't done. For one, my club has never been relegated in the Premier League era. You have in that time.
And I'm talking about Mike Ashley. Mike Ashley did that to us. Mike Ashley did that to us. And everyone on this panel knows what Mike Ashley did to this club.
How about this? In the last 20 years, you mentioned, we've won double the amount of trophies you have. 2. You spoke about the Premier League.
3 trophies. Oh, wow. Okay.
And also, let's clarify this. Let's clarify this. You talk about, how you used to finish above us. When you finished above us, guess what? We was winning trophies. So we're still bigger than you then. So in 1999, you finished above us. Guess what? We won a league.
And we were regularly playing Champions League. And that's the thing. You've just used that as your bargaining chip to put you in the top 6. The fact that you were getting Champions League, finishing higher than us, revenues that you were using as an excuse. So what, can I not use that? Can I not use that? You just spoke for 5 minutes and now you're letting me have my talk. And then when I'm talking, so it's okay for you when I'm talking to go back and forth. When you're talking, you want everyone to be quiet. It don't work like that, George.
Yeah, what that time? Go on.
If you're gonna have your say, let me have my say, and don't interrupt. Like it's
just like what you done to me. We interrupted the trouble. That's what makes it a debate.
I said I wanted to come back.
I know you're losing the debate right now, but it's fine. I know you're Newcastle. It's hard to win debates. It's fine, but go on.
No. See, this is the thing. Just little backhanded comments because you think it's funny, but the reality is you've just used revenue and finishes in the league as a justification for you being in that top point. That's what we were doing before you even became this top 6.
We was always bigger than you.
We've had Mike Ashley, who everyone could admit completely decimated our football club. He absolutely did. And we've come back with the new owners. You say these new owners are nothing. The trajectory that we've been on in the 4 years that they've taken over this club, no other club has had that type of trajectory. As much as it's not elite and it's not up there fighting for titles right now, there's been a ridiculous amount of trajectory in terms of being, when they took over, we were bottom of the league, and then within 4 years we've not only got we've won a trophy, and our revenues are bigger and at a more rapid rate than any other club. If you want to use revenues, I can use that for our trajectory of where we were when Mike Ashley left the club to where we are now. Yes, we're not there, but we're only 4 years in, and as we've said, PSR and all that stuff is a restrictor. And considering we've done that with everything that we've had against us, I think we're still going in the right direction. As I said right at the top before you came on, we're not there yet. It's going to take time. This isn't a Man City or a Chelsea where they can throw money at it and they've got no restrictions. We have those restrictions, which is going to take our trajectory longer. But let's not beat around the bush. In the last 3-4 years, we have been fighting in the same levels as Tottenham, as Chelsea, as those teams.
This is in our worst era. This is what you don't get. You're talking about fighting with Spurs in our worst era in the last 2 years.
How is it your worst era?
Our worst. All right.
So what? You've not played Europa League or Europa Conference League in the last 5, 6, 7 years.
For one, you said most revenue. For one, the biggest teams in England spend more in wages than you guys have revenue-wise in a yearly basis. So when we talk about most revenue, you guys don't have most revenue. You're like 10th rated for revenue. Your revenue is so low. You guys can't bring in revenue. That's why you can't spend players.
Our revenue is the next outside of the top
300k a week. You can't afford to give 300k a week because you don't make enough revenue because your club's small. So wait, let me go back to it.
We can't pay them money.
Being bigger than Spurs right now. You're bigger than Spurs in the last 3 years. When we've had in the last 3 years, we've had two of our worst finishes in the Premier League in the last 25 years. So yes, you've been better than Spurs in our worst era. And guess what? in our worst era, we still dunked on you. We still won a bigger trophy than you. We still doing bigger business than you.
I'm not saying my argument wasn't that we were bigger than you. I never said that at all. What I said is I didn't agree that you are in the same conversation as a Liverpool, as a Man United, as a Chelsea, as a Man City, who are year in, year out, winning trophies regardless, and at the top table, playing in the top level.
That's the narrative. You change the narrative.
Go back and watch the show.
I said we sat at the big table with the big boys when it comes to offering.
Even Saeed knows. That was my argument at the beginning. I didn't think you were in the top six. You were at the same level as them. That's my argument.
Yeah, they say don't throw stones from glass houses. That's a very famous saying, you know.